Learning things from hardships is always big. That was one thing that I had to learn for myself, was that if I could take something from this, bad experience, that I could gain something from it and be a better player or a better person after it was all said and done.
Things were hard growing up. There were points where we had to live with our grandma as a family and sleeping all huddled together in the same bed, or just little things like that. Our mom had it rough, and she worked her tail off to make sure that we had everything. So like, looking back, I now see that it was a little harder, but in the moment I'm thinking, oh, we're good. Like, we have everything we need. It was never like we felt lesser than anyone. And I think that's a credit to my mother. Just her determination, I think that rubbed off on us and how hard we've been able to work up to this point and get to where we are now.
My mom played a huge role in our success, not only what she did for us financially, but seeing her go through so many challenges, trials, and seeing her come out on top has taught me that I can overcome anything. Sometimes you got to think about those who have it much worse and think about how much worse things could be in order for you to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Me being, kind of like the man of the house at a young age, he had to kind of look up to me and follow my footsteps.
He was a perfect role model for me in trying to better myself, on and off the field and in school.
He made it easy on me because he's just such a good kid, and he works his tail off to be the best version of himself.
And I think if I didn't have him, I would have struggled way more, and I don't even know if I would have been, where I am today without his help and guidance. I'm forever grateful for that.
Cirques and pressure, gonna run it, and runs into trouble. Talsinga again to stop. Troy Warner is shaken up for BYU. Younger brother of star linebacker.
When you play a sport and you love it so much, and you put so much time and effort into it, when you get hurt and then you have to sit out and watch from the sideline, it's tough.
It was the first real trial that I ever faced. It was the first real injury that I ever faced.
The pitch to James. White shirts are there, and he's dropped behind the line. Troy Warner.
I've always been a guy who's, started and played and never really had to sit back and, watch the game that I love. I think just mentally, I kind of took a shot, and trying to figure out how to regain that confidence was one thing that I had to try and learn. Physically, I felt like I needed to just continue to grind, try to get bigger, faster, stronger, and do what I could so that I could get to where I am today.
Right now, going to the senior year, what we saw from spring, I saw not the old Troy return, I saw a new and improved Troy, where I forgot about the injuries that he had.
I knew that, great things wouldn't have been achieved without the long nights, long days, and just the blood, sweat, and tears that were poured into this game. Even the trials that I faced, I think those have all brought me to where I am today and to the player that I am as well.
He's just been an amazing young man to have, and for me to be able to see him go from year one to now year 5 as a redshirt senior, it's been so cool. I can't put it into words how awesome it's been, and I'm cheering for so much success for that young man. He's gonna do so many great things, and just so proud of him so far. And I know he'll do great things ahead of this time.
I mean, honestly, if I could say anything to Troy, it's just that I'm just so proud of him. And I don't know if I say it enough. I think him being the younger brother, he's always been put in this, in this shadow of what I've been able to accomplish. And people aren't always willing to give him the credit he deserves. He talks about I'm his idol or stuff like that, but he's my idol. And, there's reasons for why we both play football and do what we do in life. And, I do it for him and for the rest of my family. I do love him with my whole heart. That's my guy, and it'll be that way all the way until we leave this earth and so on. But yeah, I'm proud of him.